Gilgaboo, Gilgaboo, Gilgaboo.
Gilgaboo the jarrow as falcharu, gus Goll as Gaccan.
Manx Radio Weather with Manx Glass and Glazing.
And we'll say fast am I to Ruth, who'll give us the weather in Gilg in Manx.
Fast am I, Phil. Bí é flioch as géach dú, ach bíon flia trom ludacha na sneis, rois me visis le jail na samna san asta, houds den gia nia as niata ludacha as tindad de hietfain jas na sher as. Bíon temprele she 6 Celsius jeg. In riet, merach bí frasen skeeltón as bí é bodgelach son a goed smuach, foddy de bí brisha na gison ligad an cre'n salgerish tamult. Ní an ghé nia na sia as mínach na bio ludacha bregan a vegan, as jinda de hietfain shar hui na samna. Bíon temprele smú, 4 Celsius jeg. Bí le grianach on gemurd leis frasen fadenach as gia nia fes na nianach. Iri na grania ag 5 minute rosh hach merach as line na grania ag 3 minute jeg lurg shade.
Well, that's all in English now. Generally wet and windy, but the heavy rain will become lighter round about now before clearing later this afternoon as the strong southeasterly wind decreases and swings south to southwest. Best temperatures 15 degrees Celsius. The outlook: scattered showers and tend to be mostly cloudy tomorrow, although there may be an odd break for the odd sunny interval. Moderate to fresh east to southeast winds will slowly decrease, then swing northeast later. Top temperature around 14 degrees Celsius. Sunshine and just isolated showers on Tuesday with a light or moderate westerly breeze. Sunrise 7:55 a.m. tomorrow, sunset 13 minutes past 6 this evening.
Manx Glass and Glazing can supply and install single, double and triple glazing. Call 674 573 or visit the showroom on the Snugborough Trading Estate. Gullas Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
A good way to start the programme. The Rolling Stones and Don't Stop. And who was it? Was the one of the Rolling Stones was on Radio 4? What was that? It was what do they call it? Desert Island Discs. One of them was on there. I
really like Desert Island Discs.
And this fella, he caused a scandal. Somebody Wood, was it Ronnie Wood he was called? He caused a scandal because, you're supposed to take one luxury item. Mm-hmm. Well, he took 3.
That's not allowed.
Well, exactly.
What did he choose? Do you remember?
A harmonica, but he said, well, I had that in my pocket anyway, so you didn't know about that. And then a big chest full of art equipment.
Right.
And then he wanted a carpet as well.
I'd definitely go for the art equipment. Because if you're on a desert island, not on a disc, if you're on a desert island, you'd have sand, presumably.
Well,
so
yes.
you wouldn't need a carpet. And a harmonica, I don't consider that a luxury item, particularly. No offence to any harmonica players out there, but
no, I would absolutely agree with you about that.
Art equipment, for sure.
But yeah. Well... Yes, we got onto that because we were listening to the Rolling Stones.
We were.
Yes. And very good they were too. Very good. So what's been happening?
Oh, my goodness, it's been
What
a busy...
hasn't been happening?
What hasn't been happening? It's been a busy time since I last was chatting to you on Goll's Gaccan. There has been plenty of things going on. My primary thing at the moment is that the Cooish is coming up, which we'll talk about at some point in this broadcast, which is the Manx Language Festival, which takes place between the 5th to the 9th of November for anyone who hasn't come across it before. And it's a really lovely 5-day event, really. It's organised by the community for the community, and part of my role, one of the lots of things I do at Culture Vannon is kind of just coordinate it all, make sure things don't clash, and then put out the programme and do the marketing and things like that. So just to help kind of people find out about it. So we are going to talk about that today.
We are indeed, and a rather excellent programme it is too. I'll just I'll allow the listener to at least listen to the quality.
Oh yes. I mean, I can't remember what GSM is, weight of paper, but it's nice. And it's also available online as well.
And loads of pages to it.
Well, there's quite, because it's bilingual fully as well. You've obviously got, one side fully in English and one side, if you flip it 180 degrees, it's in Manx. So it's quite a few pages because there's 25 events over the 5 days. And then you've got all the information about them, and then you've got it in Manx as well. So yeah, it's quite a hefty little programme, really.
Yes.
So that's one of the things that's been going on.
We'll certainly get into that because there's so much going on.
Yes.
Now, you asked me, have I heard about a band called Jiggy?
Yes.
Well, when I was a little younger than I am now, and my children were a lot younger than they are now, the Manx word for Dad is Jizig.
Yes.
And they used to call me Jiggy.
Oh, that's nice. I call my dad Jig.
Yeah. Well, Jig, it became Jig, but initially it was Jiggy.
It's like Daddy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jiggy. Yeah.
So I thought, well, we can't not try and play these. So I haven't listened to this before.
And to be fair, I don't know what you're going to play. I've only heard a couple of their songs, but I do like them. My friend sings for them, so I don't know what you're going to click. Well, let's hope it's a good one.
We'll see whether it's any use. And it says here, the overlaying of Irish and Indian improvised vocals in Head Rush is an innovative combination. That's according to Songlines. This has been a summer soundtrack. Now the nights are drawing in. I'm still finding it seductive and charming. The appeal just doesn't fade, and that's F Roots. So that's one of their songs. Whether it's this song that we're about to listen to, and whether they'll play the whole song or not, I think that there may be just a clip because this is their official website. But let's see. Have I mastered
nothing like trying it live on air for the first time, Phil.
Yeah,
let's give it a go.
We'll have a go anyway.
Jiggy continue the tradition of their musical ancestors while bringing a whole new exotic flavor to the table. Jiggy combine Irish traditional music, world rhythms, and cutting-edge dance grooves. So we'd ask you to get on your feet, prepare yourself for the joyous, jubilant, groovy world of Jiggy.
And that's it. Yes, they're very, what would you say, sensible in not providing lots of free music on their website. So it looks as though I'll have to go to Bandcamp and purchase some more jiggy, which I will do in time for your next appearance on
Lovely, yes. I recognise a bit because I've sung a lot with Owen in the past, but I haven't done anything with him in the last 4 or 5 years now. But I recognised he was doing a little bit of Mongolian throat singing in that last little bit there. I could hear him sort of going away. And for anyone who's not heard of Mongolian throat singing, do YouTube it because it's quite an interesting thing there. It's got overtones. It's all very interesting. Aye.
Good. Well, we'll hear more of them
another time.
Yes, probably next month. But for now, we're going to listen to Simply Red, and they're singing about stars. You won't be seeing many stars tonight, though.
As Manx as the little people. Manx Radio.
Tell you the way I'm feeling. Anyone who ever wanted you try to tell you what I feel inside. The only thing I ever wanted was the feeling that you ain't faking. The only one you ever thought about. Wait a minute, can't you see that I wanna fall from the stars straight into your arms? I feel you, I hope you comprehend. For the man who tried to hurt you, he's explaining the way I'm feeling. For all the jealousy I caused you, the snake's the reason why I'm trying to hide. As for all the things you taught me, it sends my future into clearer dimensions. You'll never know how much you hurt me. Stay a minute, can't you see that I wanna fall from the stars straight into your arms? I feel you, I hope you comprehend. Too many hearts are broken. A lover's promise never came with a maybe. So many words are left unspoken. The silent voices are driving me crazy. After all the pain you caused me, making up could never be your intention. You'll never know how much you hurt me. Stay, can't you see that I wanna fall from the stars straight into your arms? I feel you, I hope you comprehend. I
well as Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Na bana smoo, Tammy asma Kiaull. Na bana smoo, Tammy dod Kiaull. Nodden geary as rubber, cre'n and jinnu. Nodden rail harish McCown, ta rudden do. A coo, taugin the bird.
for those uninitiated, that was Nabba na Smoo by Bisky Brisht. And Nabba na Smoo, or Nabba Smoo.
It's like don't say. It's a kind of like don't say a thing sort of thing, isn't it? Or don't say more. Yeah. So if you're saying Nabba Shedden, it's like don't say it. Sort of. It's like nothing. You know, when you say, someone says Guramayad, thank you, and you say Nabare, don't say it. It's like it's nothing. Yeah.
And Bisky Brisht, broken biscuit.
Yeah, bisky is another way of saying brishtagan.
Well, Graham liked it. Graham texts in and says, beautiful track, Nabba Smoo. First came by them in the live lounge with Christy and Siobhan. Really love that track. And he also rather loved the jiggy track. I loved that jiggy track. More, please. So, yes, I will have to have a look for that. In fact, I may even have to part with some hard-earned cash. Well, I've just been looking through the Manx Radio log, or library perhaps is a better way to mention it, to see could I find a song about cake. And would you believe it? There isn't a song about cake that I can find anyway. Oh, wait a minute, there's one here. What's it? It doesn't... Yeah, it says Cake by the Ocean. And I think you mentioned that this perhaps isn't really about cake.
Not really about cake,
right.
No.
So we'll leave that
you
one.
You can play it if you want to. I mean, I think it's okay. It's obviously played on the radio, but it's not really about cake. Yeah. Yes, we would just have to imagine there's a cake song. Now, you could, I mean, I'm not going to put you on the spot, but I know you have rewritten, didn't you, with Paul Rogers a few years ago. You did a song, that very traditional Manx song, and you just put... It's got words that are a little bit, and you put it into words that gave it some words about eating too much cake, didn't you? So you could sing it in front of children, for example.
Indeed, we did.
Yes.
And one of the occasions where it occurred to me, no, I can't really do this. This is wrong. Was this was with my old band, very old band now, sadly, Kiaull, and we were singing actually down at Port Erin. In front of the what's they call the pub?
The Bay.
The Bay.
Yeah.
That's the one. And yes, first of all I saw my mother in the audience, and I thought, this is probably not really appropriate, this song. And then I thought, actually, yes, and this is while I was singing the song. And yes, it isn't appropriate. This was a song that was collected from my great Uncle Tom the Fiddler.
Oh, very good.
And it does it begins as I went into the widow's house, and it gets much smuttier than that. So yes, we made it into a song about cake instead. And
going into the shop, the cake shop, wasn't it?
Yes, the cake shop.
And ripping into the cake there. So you're going to rip into some cake now.
Yes.
So I've got 3 different types of cake for you. I haven't actually baked them today. I learned about 4 years ago about the wonder of freezing cakes.
Right.
I had no idea before about 4 years ago that you could even freeze cake. And game changer, because wow, putting it in the freezer. So I have braew lemon for you, lemon cake. Liesh, I guess, rasan lusachadli with poppy seeds. So with seeds of the the sleeping herb, I suppose. And then I've got braew, which has got cinnamon in it as well. So apple cake. And these are all in little individual baggies. Normally I'm the big baking parchment kind of gal, but I didn't want them to all get contaminated between each of them, because you've got to taste test them.
Well, yes.
And this last third one is braew braew, banana cake.
Oh, yindyssagh. Well, I feel that there should be a trade here, so I just happen to have brought with me 3 onions.
Well, this wasn't planned, by the way. I was delighted, because he's like, look, I've got onions. Unishin. Good remind. And you can hear them as there's a little bit of ASMR on the microphone.
Yes, there is that.
So they are lovely, lovely onions. Go remind.
Right, so we'll start off with the Lus Cadley, braew Lus Cadley
with lemon.
As lemon.
And this is an Ottolenghi recipe, and it's called his National Trust cake recipe, because he always says if you go to a National Trust place in the UK, they always have good cake.
Yes.
Out of 10.
I would say it's certainly a 9.
Oh, good.
Certainly a 9.
Excellent. Okay. Which one's next there, Phil?
Well,
You don't have to eat them all on
well,
air.
no, I feel as though I should at least have a taste of each.
Oh, right,
So I
okay.
think the next one was it apple. You
Yeah,
said?
there's an apple and cinnamon one.
Apple and cinnamon.
And this recipe comes from Irish Baker Abroad, if anyone wants to Google it. It's a apple and cinnamon loaf cake.
As Kirton Gilgs on cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon,
Yeah.
Jenny.
It's in the Bible, so it,
Yeah.
definitely right.
What's the English for cinnamon?
Well, yes, quite.
So,
I don't
right.
actually know the etymology of cinnamon, but it's definitely not English, is it?
No.
Where is
Well,
it from?
Yeah, well, that's a good question.
Let's
Maybe we'll
look it
find
up.
out.
We'll look it up in the break.
So,
So which one's out of 10 with that one? Is it better or worse than the lemon one? Sorry.
it's very, very, very nice.
Good.
I don't think I could. I don't think I really could say anything other than another 9 for that one.
Yay.
I mean, absolutely. And the only reason I'm not giving it 10 is because it feels wrong to give it a 10 just in case the banana cake is even better still.
Okay. Good remind. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? And my dad always says, beware of the pinnacle.
The pinnacle.
Yeah, because the only way is down.
It can be quite sharp.
So if I keep getting a constant 9, then I'm always going to strive for that 10. So there might be
that's
more
the other thing.
cake in your horizon.
It gives you that impetus, doesn't it, to keep trying.
It does.
But and maybe more for a selfish purpose. That if you're keeping trying, hopefully I'm getting more cake.
Yeah.
Anyway, the banana cake and braew.
Corran
bui.
So banana is corran bui for anyone listening, and that means a yellow sickle. Bui is yellow, corran is a sickle or a crescent. You'll see it on road signs. And then braew is cake. So we say braew, and braew is a feminine item. So we're going to say braew corran bui. And then we had lemon cake, braew lemon, and apple cake, braew úl.
Tea just yindyssagh.
Yeah.
The texture. It's just a lovely. Yeah,
For the
real
for the
nice.
corran bui one. Oh, lovely. I'm glad. And that was a BBC Good Food recipe, that one. Banana loaf.
I might even go for 9 1/4.
Oh, my
How's that
cheap
for the
Annie me.
banana cake?
Okay, well, go remind.
But yes, these are excellent cakes.
Lovely.
I won't ask you to bite into one of the onions.
No, it's fine. But they're nice and firm. And as I say, they've got a lovely crinkly sound. I'll just do it again for the ASMR. For anyone who doesn't know what ASMR is, I don't actually know what it stands for, but it's supposed to be where you get like these lovely sounds and they sound pleasing to you. And I feel like just sort of the onion skin has got a nice sort of sound to it.
Well,
anyway, put it down.
It can't be as pleasing as the taste of these wonderful cakes. And I don't know, I'm not sure, have we got the video, does that work? But anyway, just in case anyone is looking in on the video, I'm holding the exhibits up to the camera. Just in case anyone was watching.
Happy days.
That's assuming you can. Right, I think we probably ought to go straight to the weather now.
We probably should.
Yes, so unskilg.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, be a fluch as geach diw ach be an flia trom ledige misnish, roos me vises la jail na sanma san asta houds den giania as le niatal ledige as chinde di hit vain jas na she as. In riet merach be frasen skeeltoon as be a bodjalach san a goed smoo ach fuddy de be bridge na dies on, ligge den green saljarish tamelt.
Generally wet and windy, but the heavy rain will become lighter around now before clearing later this afternoon. And the outlook, scattered showers, tending to be mostly cloudy tomorrow, although there may be odd breaks for the odd sunny interval. And that is our cue for a Manx track. I'm feeling a little more, what's the word? It's a kind of reflective sit in front of a roaring log fire type feel with the Manx tracks this time round. Although you wouldn't, I don't think the subject of this particular song would welcome a roaring log fire. This is Don't Hurt Me Now by the Mollig Band, and of course it was sung about a song about the basking sharks. So let's have a listen to that.
Guller's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Heal me, for I have been misunderstood, and set me free. The lion eyes can't see for blood. Judas kissed me long ago. Through the jaws of fear I go, in everlasting search, for as much as I have not known. Sail away, your bonny boat's out in the bay, but when you're near me, keep watch for the black and the grey. Judas kissed me long ago, through the jaws of fear I go, in everlasting search, for as much as I have not known. So draw your pen and legislate for those you cannot educate for me. When you sail your ships of stone, see that you're not left alone. Out where the oceans touch the skies, and the orange seas, the gullic lies. For you, in silent grace and solemn vow, to never laugh, never cry out loud. Don't hurt me now. Sail away, fair winds for your bonny boats, but when you're near me, keep watch where the monarch floats.
And that was the mighty Mollig Band. They're all mighty, aren't they?
They are.
Yes, and a wonderful piece of music.
When we started, we were blowing in the wind like a dandelion. We were burning through the candle at both ends, always rushing
And that is Pixie Lott, Coming of Age. At one point I thought it was something to do with veg, but no, it's Coming of Age it is. Yes, I don't know, it's an age thing maybe. Anyway, the Cooish, which formerly was known as Failure Gilgach, and it wasn't until we'd run it maybe for about 3-4 years that I thought, as an English speaker, failure means something other than
festival. Yeah, I know. And Cooish is a lovely word, of course, isn't it?
So
with many, many meanings, it's a very nice word for the Manx Language Festival. So Cooish, if you don't know what that means, it means lots of different things. It's a cosy kind of chat or a little get-together. And actually, it can also mean subject, matter or cause, but it's mainly used within our kind of dialect as well from Manx Gaelic to mean, and used in Manx English to mean a little get-together. And in fact, it was one of the ones that was added to the Oxford English Dictionary recently, wasn't it? So that's cool.
And you would, in the olden times, and certainly in many Manx dialect plays, you would hear, and I bumped into so-and-so, and we had a little Cooish.
Yeah, a little Cooish. So they're going to have a little, or maybe a big Cooish at the Cooish this year.
It certainly looks big according to the programme.
Quite a lot of things. Yeah. So keep the dates free between 5th to the 9th of November. So that's a Wednesday right through to the Sunday. And there's things for all levels of Manx speakers and people who are completely new to the Manx language as well. So we're going to have a quick look through it. I won't go exhaustively because we don't have enough time.
We'll go through exhaustively
will we?
In this second hour.
Okay, good. We'll do that. But I'll do. Shall I do a little whiz through in this little bit now?
Go on then.
And then we can do an exhaustive one in the second.
Well,
one.
I tell you what. We'll hear the stereophonics first.
Okay.
And then we'll have about 4 minutes left to have a Cooish in 4 minutes.
A little Cooish?
A little Cooish in 4 minutes.
Okay, lovely.
Okay, here's the stereophonics anyway.
Galla's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Nothing like the colours of October. Make you feel you can start it all over. Like pink blossoms in the spring. Yes, I feel what you feel. Yes, I feel what you feel. Turn our backs to each other in protest. White flag in this war and feels hopeless. Snow blankets the world a new page. From the dark of the night and the rage. Yes, I feel what you feel. Yes, I feel what you feel. Do I love you? Yes, I do. Do I want you? Yes, I do. Do I need you? Yes, I do. Live with blood and wine, October's truth. Tears burn my cheeks as blackbirds flew. Yes, I feel what you feel. Yes, I feel what you feel. Oh.
seems a very appropriate piece of music from the Stereophonics because it's called Colours of October. What would you say, looking out the window, the colour of October is at the moment?
Yeah, grey. It's very, very grey in Douglas. It wasn't in the weather forecast that it is Kiaull. It's very misty.
The tinted windows don't help, I don't think.
But I don't think it's much brighter outside.
What's the gilg for pea soup?
Oh, I'd say Auri Pijarach, maybe? Auri Pijarach.
Auri Pijarach. I would. Auri Pijarach. Well, there's several messages, texts coming in. One from Graham, one from Robert, and one from Paul, and we'll get to those in the second hour. But first, we're going to have a whirlwind trip through the Cooish.
Very good. Okay, so as I mentioned before, 5th to the 9th of November, Wednesday till Sunday, that is, and there's things on island. Most of them are on island. There are a couple of things off island. If you know anybody in North America or in a different time zone, such as Southern Hemisphere, for example, there are a couple of taster lessons online, so you could tell them about that. That's on Wednesday the 5th and on Saturday the 8th of November.
Annie often suggests that I'm in a different time zone.
You could come along, Phil. Just be like, what? Just lurk in the background. So those are taster beginner lessons, half an hour long, but the rest of them are taking place on island. And there's things from talks and lectures, which are free, to other things like pop-in events on the Saturdays. There's things like come and paint a Manx language mural at the House of Manannan with Kate Somerville, who's a very celebrated Manx artist, and that'll be a Manx language one where anyone can get involved. There's workshops in the day at Tide of A from 10 till 4, singing and language ones, and then there's a whole pop-up event. Well, it's not even pop-up, it's there for the entire day, 11 till 4, Munjivega at the Cooish, and there's many, many miniature events within those ones. So pop-up conversation, play corner for children, board games in Manx, a craft market, lots of food and drink, and raffle, all sorts. So I would definitely recommend having a look at the programme. There's also talks in English about Manx. So there's one on the Wednesday at the Eye Museum, and there's one in Thursday evening at the Air and Arts Centre about place names in Manx. So I would definitely say get yourself a programme. And if you haven't got a physical programme, you can find it online easily enough. And that's at learnmanx.com/Cooish. And Cooish is spelled Coois for sugar, H for hotel, Cooish. And so have a look and see what you want to come to. As I say, most things are free. Out of 25 events, 22 of them are free. But if you want to come to certain things, you might want to get your name down. So just go and have a look at that.
Yeah, no, it's a great programme. Wonderful things. What's the Manx for mural?
Mural. Oh, you know what? I had to look that up to translate it, but it was something like Bull Castley or something. I can't remember.
Well,
you put me on the spot here.
I would say Muriel, but
yeah, I think it was Bola Castles or something.
Yeah,
because I thought, oh gosh, what's mural when I was doing the translation. But anyway,
oh well, we'll find that for the second hour.
I've already forgotten.
Ta a slay Caslas Bola Gilgach.
Oh, Castless Bola. Yeah. There we are. I've got it the wrong way round. Castless Bola, which is like a wall map, isn't it?
We're going to head now to New Grange with Clanad.
Oh, lovely.
Very good piece of music too.
The race of birds on the east, mysterious ring, magical ring, stone
Manx Glass and Glazing can supply and install single, double and triple glazing. Call 674...
Hang on. It's getting all a little bit carried away here. The weather. Let's try that again. Where is it? Where's the weather gone? I seem to have leapt ahead there with my my weather jingle. So I'll try it again. I wonder whether I can do that. Yes, I can.
do it for you if you want. Manx Radio weather.
Yindyssagh. Right, here we go. Let's try this again.
Manx Radio weather with Manx Glass and Glazing.
And on Spurl this time, generally wet and windy, but the heavy rain will be, well, it is out of the way now, but we seem to be left with pea soup. Strong southwest easterly wind, or southeast easterly wind, I should say, decreases and swings south to southwest. Best temperatures 15 degrees Celsius. The outlook, scattered showers and tending to be mostly cloudy tomorrow, although there may be the odd break for the odd sunny interval. Moderate to fresh east to south east winds will slowly decrease, then swing northeast later. Top temperature around 14 degrees Celsius. Sunshine and just isolated showers on Tuesday with a light or moderate westerly breeze. Sunrise 5 to 8 tomorrow morning and sunset 13 minutes past 6 this evening. And that now in Giaull.
Bí fluch is géach ach bíon flia trom lédacha misnesh, rosh me vis isl jail na samme, san asta houdston gjarnia as niatal ludacha as jinda de hit fain jas na sheer as. Bíon temperela shade Celsius jeg. In the rate, merach bí frozen scaled on as bí bodgelach san a houdsmu ach foddy de brí brishin a gison ligad in cre'n salgerish tamalt. Nín gia nia na sha as mínach na bio lédacha begana vegan as jinda de hit fain sha hui na sanma. Bíon temperela smu ke Celsius jeg. Bí le grianach on gemert leis frasen fadanach is gia nie fes na meenach. Irina Grania ag 2 minute rosh hach merach as Lina Grania 3 minute jeg leg shade
As
Manx Glass and Glazing can supply and install single, double and triple glazing. Call 674 573 or visit the showroom on the Snugborough Trading Estate. Galla's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
there we go, the charlatans. And as you may detect, I've just put a bit of cake in my mouth.
Timing.
And very nice. I'm on the poppy seed and lemon.
I was just about to say, it's a good job I didn't take the offer of the cake. Otherwise, we would have both had it in our mouths, and you wouldn't have had a chance to swallow it, and none of us would be talking.
There's a lot to be said for cake, though, isn't
Well,
there?
there is a lot to be said for cake.
Right, let's go through some of these messages that have come in. So Robert asks, Robert always comes up with interesting, it's fair to say, phrases for us to translate. And he says, what is, surely that would be one for a solar grant idea in Gilg. Well, Robert, it was interesting because surely we were thinking, well, no wonder the Veishigers and Shigras would seem, but then that's kind of for sure, and maybe that doesn't quite mean the same as the English. So in the end, we've gone with nach beach. Well, nach beachchen, wouldn't that be? And I think cooey. So nach beachchen cooey, wouldn't that be right or fit? Son I tortoise grania for a solar grant idea, but it depends. Do you mean solar energy? If you meant solar energy, then we've gone with tortoise brie. Brie grania, isn't it? So tortoise brie, not bee.
You've got bee on the brain. Bee means food, guys.
I didn't say barine, that's one thing.
No.
So brie is the word for steam or energy. So you get the pagged brie, the steam packet, and so brie grania would be solar energy. You're not specific in your request as to whether it is a solar energy grant or a solar grant. So, yes, tortoise grania would be a solar grant. Tortoise brie grania would be a solar energy grant. So, nach beach shen cooey son I tortoise brie grania. I think we'll go with that as our favoured translation for. Surely that would be one for a solar grant idea. So there's Robert. And then we have Graham, who suggests... I've got a little bit of lemon cake just coming back into my mouth here. Suggests, encourage everyone to learn at least one new word in Manx a week. This is for the Blaen na Gilga, the Year of the Manx Language, which is happening in 2026. Can be anything, obscure, unusual, or something much more useful in everyday life of man. If we all learn at least one word each week, we can keep this most precious language alive for future generations. And then if Ruth would like to translate, please do. Just as important, keep the Triskelion flying with pride. I'm not quite sure what you're being asked to translate there. Whether you're being asked to translate, please
the words for the week, or...
Well, I don't know. But one thing I can tell you now is that certainly we here at Radio Manx Limited, there have been some discussions about how Manx Radio can help promote the whole Year of the Manx Language, and word of the day, not just word of the week, word of the day is being suggested. Obscure Manx word of the week is also one that we may use, possibly even some obscure Manx phrases. But yes, there's quite a few ideas flying around at Manx Radio for ways in which we can support the Year of the Manx Language, and I'm sure in a future programme we'll have the opportunity to talk about that, Ruth.
And then we had one from Paul as well, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And I should have been eating the cinnamon cake, not the lemon cake for this one. And maybe I should... Yes, I'll let me just... Where is it? There's. I'll take a piece of the cinnamon and apple cake and chew on it as we're talking about this, because it seems appropriate. Yes, you can taste this cinnamon. So, Paul writes in Manx, Tamish as dúlis a character Goll image Kiaull son cinnamon. Shannon Fogel heathen rish canel Safrangish as canella ons idelish Kiaull sa Gaelic as Kiaull ons Yindyssagh, Lewish, and that's from Paul. And all of that in English for those listening in black and white. Tamish as Dúlaise Carraga Goll Image J. So me and Dougie Farraga, who wrote the English Manx Dictionary, are using Kiaull for cinnamon. And that is the same word as cannelle in French and cannella in Italian, and also Kiaull in Scottish Gaelic and something similar in Irish. So that was the first part of Paul's message. He then goes on, Aliam the vel canna, menal tube on Sladjan. I don't like menal. Aliam the vel and bun j canna tube, I would say, but Paul is entitled to his view. So I think that is canna. That means tube in Latin. So canna means tube in Latin. And of course that's what cinnamon is. It's a big sort of a
little tube, isn't it? And I would have personally, so this is where philosophy can differ in terms of where words come into Manx, which would not be found in the Isle of Man originally. So cinnamon is obviously not from the Isle of Man. It would have been imported, isn't it, as a spice. And so it's an interesting thing seeing where these words come from. And the English word itself, cinnamon, comes from the Greek word. And I didn't know that before, and I did a little bit of research off there. And I'm not going to try and pronounce the Greek word, but it's spelled Kinnamomon. So Kinnamum. I said I wasn't going to pronounce it, but there we are. I'm trying. And it's very, very similar, isn't it, to the cinnamon? But I would have imagined with that K at the start, it has a hard K sound instead of ours, cinnamon. And if you look in the Manx Bible or in other texts like Pagius Calch, which is Paradise Lost, it's in there as cinnamon, and these are our oldest texts. So I personally wouldn't use the sort of Manx rendering of a French word like cannelle, which is French. Personally, I would be using what was in the Bible because that's the first kind of written words. But Paul, his philosophy there is to use what Dúlaise Carraga, Douglas Farraga used, which would have been probably influenced by the fact that Gaelic speakers and Irish speakers were using that rendering of the French. So, you know, it just shows that you've got different perspectives of how to talk about something that has obviously come into the Manx language a lot later comparatively. It's not been around from the very, very beginning because it's not a spice that is native to the Isle of Man.
And I suppose for those thinking, oh, well, they don't seem to be able to work out what their word for cinnamon should be, what sort of a language is that? Just remember, English is one of the best languages in the world for having loads and loads of different words for the same thing. So,
absolutely. If you think of all the colonial influences and the things that have come in from words from India and the multitude of words that come from French, for example, and it's an absolute jumble of a language, I would say, English, and I'm very glad that it's my native language and that I don't have to learn it because it's blimmin' difficult.
It is that.
I've been listening to this wonderful podcast, sorry, I'm going on a slate, but I'll tell you about it in a minute because it's excellent about
marvellous.
The derivation of words.
Yindyssagh. Well, we're going to listen now to Brian Kennedy, who's going to have us captured, he says.
As Manx as a Delaya TT, Manx Radio.
Oh, I just heard a melody, and it almost made me cry. My voice was filled with yearning, but that's not all. There's something else. No, that's not all. There's something else. Every word was in my ear. Every note was crystal clear. Oh, how you captured my You spoke to me with another tone, but I understood all right. 'Cause I believe in feeling healed, but that's not all. There's something else. No, that's not all. There's something else. Every word was in my ear. Every sound would just appear. Oh, how you captured my heart. Oh, how you captured my heart. That's not all. Something else. No, that's not all. There's something else. Every word was in my ear. Every note was crystal clear. Oh, how you captured my heart. 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 Oh, how you
Guller's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Well, Jimmy played harmonica in the pub where I was born. He played it from the night time to the peaceful early morn. He soothed the souls of psychos and the men who had the horn, and they all left very happy in the morning. But Jimmy didn't like his place in this world of ours, where the elephant man brought stormers next and he had too many powers. So I sad to see the grieving of the people that I'm leaving, and he took the road for God knows in the morning. We walked into the station in the rain. We kissed him as we put him on the train, and we sang him a song of times long gone. Though we knew that we'd be seeing him again. Sad to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer or whiskey, 'cause I'm going far away. I'd like to think I'll be returning when I can to the greatest little boozer and to Sally McLennan. The years went by and times have changed, so I grew to be a man. I learned to love the virtues of Sid Sally McLennan. I took the cheers and drank the beers and crawled back home at dawn. I ended up a barman in the morning. I pried the pump and took the hump and watered whiskey down, and took the booze and horses to the men and drank the brown. I heard the sight of Jimmy's making money far away, and some people left for heaven without warning. We walked into the station in the rain. We kissed him as we put him on the train, and we sang them a song of times long gone. Though we knew that we'd be seeing them again. I'm sad to say I must be on my way, so buy me beer or whiskey, 'cause I'm going far away. I'd like to think I'll be returning when I can to the greatest little boozer at to Sally McLennan. When Jimmy came back home, he was surprised that they were gone. He asked me all the details of the train that they went on. Some people they are scared to croak, but Jimmy drank until he choked. Took the road for heaven in the morning. We walked into the station in the rain. long gone, though we knew that we'd be seeing him again. Sad to say, I must be on my way, so buy me beer or whiskey, cause I'm gone far away. I'd like to think I'll be returning when I can, to the great Stental Boozer and to Sally McLennan.
And that was the Pogues, of course, with Sally McLennan. Yes, Sally McLennan. Ah, good, nice, lively little bit of music to get us raring to go. So what else? Oh,
We're going to have a look.
Well, there's texts and things. These fellas, they're really going at it. So first of all, Robert says, lovely song, Brian Kennedy, no less. Keep it up, Manx Radio. Well, that's nice. And then we have Graham, Christy and H had Word of the Day on the Late Lunch a few years ago. A great feature back then. Could be revived across all shows by the station. Just a few minutes needed in a similar way as Manx as inserts. Indeed, and hopefully something like that will be coming to a radio show near you in the not too distant future. And then Andy texts in, WhatsApped me. Can you be WhatsApped? Yes, I think you can.
You can now.
And it says, faster my Phil, read the English dictionary. My other half is from Romania and birth language is Hungarian. She says it's so difficult to learn English because of words sounding the same with different meanings. Yes, indeed. And she asks, was the person who wrote the dictionary drunk? You're admired, Andy. And yes, I suspect they were.
Yes. Well, I was listening. I've got this wonderful podcast I like listening to, and it's called A Way with Words. And it's an American podcast, but they do things like, talk about different phrases and where they come from, and people ring in from all over the world. And they were recommending a book the other day, which was saying about why the English language is spelt the way that it is. And I can't for the life of me remember the name of it, but what I'll do is I'll tell you, Phil, and then you could share it another week, because it's really good. And they were saying it's things like, through, though, thorough, thought, like why they've all got different sounds. But it's a very good podcast, A Way with Words, if anyone's interested in linguistics and etymology and just why language works in English like the way it does.
And of course, it's not fixed either, and this is, I was talking to one of the journalists here that'll remain nameless, and she said to me, oh yes, that's cray, and I thought, what? And apparently it's youth talk. It means that's crazy.
Yeah.
And right over my head that went.
And especially as social media is changing things so quickly as well. Things are coming in and out of fashion like within weeks, and then they've gone again. So yeah, another book that's very good is called, I think it's something like Algo Speak, or it's to do in like algorithms, but it's something like that. And it's by a guy called Adam, who's also known as Etymology Nerd on Instagram. And he talks about all these trends and things for language.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I do in my spare time. I bake and I read books about linguists. I'm so cool.
And no harm in it. No harm, is there?
It makes me in my happy place. So there you go.
Well, I think it's a great place to be. Yes. Well, that's and I have to say, just report to the listener, the cinnamon apple cake has now gone. Whether it's cinnamon or whether it's what was the? I can't remember.
Well, Kiaull or something. Kiaull, yeah, Kiaull.
Whatever it is, it's gone, and it was very nice.
You even said it went up to 9.5 out of 10.
It was
just reporting for the listener to know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't want you getting too big for your boots now.
This is true. A little bit humility is always good, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit of humble pie next time,
yes.
Maybe. Right. Anyway, what are we on next?
We're going to talk about the Cooish a bit more in detail.
Indeed,
I think if there's time to do that.
Do
we need to do the weather first, though? Quick blast through.
Gosh, look at the time.
I know, it's just whizzing through.
Yeah, a quick weather then.
Yeah, better had. Okay, without the wind this time. Bí fluch is geach dú ach bí flia trom ludige mushnish. As bí temprela she Celsius jag.
And well, the wetness hopefully is disappearing now, and the best temperature today was probably around 15 degrees Celsius. Right, in that case, we need to zip through some of these. Where are we? Yes, we'll play these fellas and then we'll get on to our Manx track.
As Manx as Bollen Bairn on Tinwald Day. Manx Radio.
The Nation Station, Manx Radio. Radio Bannon.
And that is our cue for a Manx track. And I don't know, maybe, as I said, the Manx tracks, I've been thinking more of a reflective sit-by-the-fire type Manx track rather than lots of opportunity for jigging around the kitchen table. And this one is the Bee Gees with Ellen Vannon.
Gullas Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
When the summer day is over, its busy gales have flown, I will sit beneath the starlight with a weary heart alone. Then it rises like a vision, sparkling bright it shines for me. My own dear Ellen Vannon, with its green hills by the sea. Let me hear the ocean murmur. Let me watch your starry sky. Man above the emerald waters, sing the seagull as she flies. Then rising like a vision, sparkling bright it shines for me. My own dear Ellen Vannon, with its green hills by the sea. And in all my times of sorrow, and on some lonely shore, I'll go back to Ellen Vannon, to my childhood days once more.
So that's Ellen Vannon by the Bee Gees. It's a bit of a Marmite thing, isn't it? You either do what Graham says here, which is one of the most beautiful tracks ever recorded by the Brothers Gibb, the Bee Gees. I always shed a few tears, happy ones, when I hear it. Yes. you're not so keen.
No, I'm not as keen. But also I know it is. It Ellen Vann has a very special place in a lot of people's hearts and stuff. So any rendering and any version of it will often touch people's hearts, and especially if they're maybe not on island as well, it makes them think very fondly of the island. So not my Cavender Hay as much, but I respect it, and I respect the musicality, and I respect the arrangement.
Yes, and great that he did it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, moving swiftly on, as they say. We did a quick zip through the Cooish programme, but now we can maybe take a more, well, not too leisurely, because we've only got, haven't got a huge amount of time, but we'll go through some of the bits in here. So it starts on Wednesday the 5th of November.
Yes.
And cosy lunchtime Cooish sounds like a great idea. And that's at the Cafe Villa. So is anyone leading that, or is it?
It's a group of Manx speakers who get together at lunchtime, 12 till 1, for a chat in Manx, and so you can join them. That's at the Villa Marina Colonnade. So that's if you do speak Manx already and you want to go and practice. That's Wednesday lunchtime. But no particular leader on that. But then there is a couple of events that have definitely got a leader, and that's at 6 o'clock. There's the Ned Madrell lecture, 6 till 7 at the Eye Museum, and that is called. The lecture is called New Ways of Speaking, New Ways to be a Speaker, What Manx Can Tell Us About Revival and Identity. And it's a lecture in English by Dr. Erin McNulty, and that's hosted by Pothan Ronzi Gilgach, and that's the Manx Language Research Group.
And you know what the Manx for Eye Museum is?
Eye Museum.
Eye
Museum. Oh, I did not see that coming. Why did I not see that coming? Oh, I should know
Apologies.
better by now. It's fine. And then if you speak Manx again, you can come along for a conversation at Woodburn Pub in Douglas at 8 o'clock onwards in the evening. And that's also the evening, Wednesday evening is also the time where there's the Global Gilg, the Manx language taster lesson for those who live in different time zones, which I mentioned earlier. So if you're North American, or if you know people in North America or the Southern Hemisphere, tell them to look in the Cooish programme, learnmanx.com/Cooish. Should we move on to the Thursday?
Yes, Thursday. Jadane. The Sheo me and Sheo le me hauna.
Yeah.
The 6th of November.
Lovely. So I'm doing a couple of open classes in the morning. So I usually teach on a Thursday morning anyway. So I'm making these open for anybody who'd like to come along. So 9:15 till 10 a.m. It's called Fun with Numbers, and that's at Green's Cafe. And again, it's limited space. So if you could email manxlanguage@culturevannon.im to come along if you'd like to do that, and you can learn your numbers in Manx and have fun with them. And then at 11 a.m. there's an open Manx class again to learn about how to talk about time. So maybe you might be free all Thursday morning and you could come to the numbers one, and then you could come along and learn about how to talk about time. The only prior knowledge you need is numbers 1 to 10 in Manx. That's easy enough to find. You can find that on the Learn Manx website as well. And again, email me if you want to come, manxlanguage@culturevannon.im, 11 till 11:45. All of these pretty much are free, so I'm not talking about prices because there mostly isn't any prices. There's another Cooish at lunchtime, 12 till 1, also at Green's. So that's a conversation in Manx. And then in the evening, I'm doing a talk at the Erin Arts Centre, 7:30 till 9 p.m. And it's called What's in a Name? Manx Language and a Sense of Place. Everything you ever wanted to know about, well, maybe not ever wanted to know about common Manx place names, because I've only got an hour and a bit.
Yes, it could be a while.
Yeah, but, and you know, it's basically a talk that's aimed at folk who would like to know more about Manx place names, why place names are important, and just sort of to demystify things, really. And so I'm going to do that. That's free, but you do need to book. It's definitely it's booking up really well already. So you can phone 676-169 or book via Eventbrite, and the link is on the website. And in the evening at the White House Pub in Peel, there is from 8 o'clock onwards some Manx conversation. That brings us to Friday. I don't know if you want to...
No, I think we'll
have a little song?
Hear a piece of music now, and then we'll come back to this.
Lovely.
Galla's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Walks into the room, feels like a big balloon. I said, hey girls, you are beautiful. Diet Coke and a pizza, please. Diet Coke, I'm on my knees screaming, big girls, you are beautiful. You take your skinny girl, I feel like I'm gonna die. Cause a real woman needs a real man, here's why. You take your girl and multiply her by 4. since I was in my braces. Water in a hole with the girls around and curves in all the right places. Big girls, you are beautiful. 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 Walks into the room, feels like a big balloon. I said, hey girls, you are beautiful. Diet Coke and a pizza, please. Diet Coke, I'm on my knees screaming, big girl, you are beautiful. You take your girl and multiply it by 4. Now a whole lot of woman needs a whole lot more. Get yourself to the butterfly lounge, find yourself a big lady. Big boy, come on around and they'll be gonna do, baby. No need to fantasize since I was in my braces. Water in a hole with the girls around and curves in all the right places. Big girls, you are beautiful. 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 Get yourself to the butterfly lounge, find yourself a big lady. Big boy, come on around and they'll be calling you, baby. No need to fantasize since I was in my braces. Water in a hole with the girls around and curves in all the right places. Big girls, you are beautiful. 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 Oh, you are beautiful. Get yourself to the butterfly lounge, find yourself a big lady. Big boy, come on around and they'll be gonna do, baby. No need to fantasize since I was in my braces. Water in a hole with the girls around and curves in all the right places. Big girl, you are beautiful. Big girl, you are beautiful. Big girl, you are beautiful.
And that was Mika with Big Girl, You Are Beautiful. And we're zipping through the Cooish calendar, or Cooish programme, and we're on to Friday the 7th.
We
Jehania
are.
and Seachtúle.
So it starts on the Wednesday. We've done Wednesday and Thursday, and we're going to talk about Friday, Saturday and Sunday and what's going on. So on the Friday morning, on the 7th of November, at 10 until 10:45, there are Manx songs and rhymes for mini musicians, which is basically anything from a baby up until 4 years old with a parent or a carer. It's only £2 per child. You have to book. That's really important. manandmusic.com/ no, it's not. manandmusic.shop. That's it. Threw me there. No .com.
No slashes.
No slashes. That's in Pulrose at Mannan Music Studio. And the Mannan Music Studio is just above the pub in Pulrose. Then at 10 until 11 in Ramsey at the Mad Hatters Cafe, there's Manx Conversation. That's hosted by Tantaran. And at 11:15 until about 12:15, there's a walking tour in Manx around Ramsey, again hosted by Tantaran. Meet at the Green on East Street, which is opposite Penny Farthing. But do just check the Learn Manx website for the Cooish, because it might be dodgy weather, and if it is, it'll be not on. So it does depend on the weather.
It'll not be dodgy. Not in Ramsey.
Ramsey is always sunny, although I believe it was worse in Ramsey, which is where my in-laws live, than down in the south today. Anyway, at 12 o'clock till 1 o'clock, there'll be a Cooish, a cosy lunchtime Cooish, and that is a chance to grab a bite to eat and have a chat in Manx. That's at the kitchen table at Rowney Golf Club in Port Erin. It's normally there occasionally if there's a funeral or something on and they need to have the room. It'll be at the Port at the Falcon's Nest Hotel. So just email Jeff Pickles at manx.net for a venue confirmation closer to the time. And then at 8 o'clock in the evening, there's a song night, which will be wonderful, which is with Cur'n Cúideach, the choir which Phil sings in, and is led by the wonderful Annie Kizik, and also the Mollig Band. £5 on the door at the Masonic Hall in Peel. Do I have time to whiz through Saturday and Sunday? I'll be very quick.
Make a start on Saturday, and then we'll do the end of Saturday and Sunday.
Lovely.
After the next piece of music.
Fantastic. Well, in the St Patrick's Isle Suite, which is upstairs in the House of Manannan in Peel, from 10 until 4 on Saturday the 8th of November, there'll be the opportunity to come and paint a Manx language mural, and that's with artist Kate Somerville, and it's a drop-in event to create a community mural that celebrates Gilg for the Year of the Manx Language. Everyone is welcome. You don't have to be a Manx speaker to take part, and children can come, but they must be accompanied, and that's hosted by Culture and the Manx National Heritage. And then there'll be a few workshops between 10 and 4 at Tide of A in Peel, which is, you can find the location on retreathouse.im. There's a Come and Try Manx at 10 until 10:45. Manx Gaelic Christmas Songs Workshop 11 until 12. 1 until 1:45 Come and Try Manx again, and these are for beginners. And 2 till 4 a traditional Manx Gaelic Song Workshop, and those are all with me. And you can book in with me by just emailing manxlanguage@culturevannon.im or ringing 676 169. And we'll do the rest of Saturday after a song.
Yes, and it's Deacon Blue. I'll never fall in love again, the poor fellas.
What do you get when you fall in love? A girl with a pin to burst your bubble. That's what you get for all your trouble. I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again. What do you get when you kiss a girl? You get enough germs to catch pneumonia. After you do, she'll never phone you. I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again.
Don't tell me what it's all about, 'cause I've been there and I'm glad I'm out of the chains that bind you, and that's why I'm here to remind you.
What do you get when you fall in love? Nothing but pain, lies and sorrow. So for at least until tomorrow, I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again.
What you get when you fall in love? What you get when you fall in love?
I'll never fall in love.
What you get when you fall in love?
Never fall in love.
What you get when you fall in love?
I'll never fall in
What you get
love.
when you fall in love?
I'll never fall in love.
And that was Deacon Blue. I'll never fall in love again. But you will fall in love with the Cooish programme because there's just so much going on.
Nice segue, I liked that.
Well, you do. I try.
You do. So we got up about halfway through the programme for Saturday, actually. We've been whizzing through them. And then the next thing I was going to mention was at 10:30 till 11:30, there will be a guided tour of Milntown House through Manx. So if you have Manx and you would like to find about the interesting history and the intriguing stories of Milntown House in the guided tour through Manx, then come along to that. But again, booking is essential. So mulchriestpeter@gmail.com to book onto that. And that's a donation to Milntown. A normal tour is about £9. And that's at Milntown House in Ramsey, unsurprisingly. And from 11 till 4, there's Munjavegger at the Cooish, and that is all taking place at the Guild Room on Athol Street and Peel Methodist Church, which is the same place. It's all within the same sort of area, and there's lots of things going on. There's pop-up Manx conversation, games, talks, a craft fair, delicious food and drink, and more. And you can also find out about the Year of the Manx Language language and how you can get involved. So if you have little ones, that's a lovely one to go to. And if you are a little one at heart, it's a lovely thing to go to. And if you like cake and tea and lunches and finding out all about Manx, go along. There's tons going on. And then lastly, on that Saturday, there is a Global Guild Taster half-hour Manx lesson, specially designed for those in other time zones like North America and countries in the Southern Hemisphere. So for more range of times, you can click on the learnmanx.com/Cooish for the programme. Let's swiftly look at Sunday the 9th of November. There is a big breakfast at in Victory Cafe on the Mountain Road, just by Snaefell. So if you're a Manx speaker or you're a learner, you can go along to that. And
indeed, if you just like breakfast.
Or if you just like breakfast, you can come and just like earwig in. 10:30 till 12. Again, just so we know who's coming, if you could email manxlanguage@culturevannon.im, that would be great. In the afternoon, 2:30 till 4, there's terrific tiny talks. And those are all in Manx, and that's some entertaining illustrated talks, small ones. So it's based on Pecha Kucha, which is where you have, I think it's 20 slides and 20 seconds per slide, so the talks then all end up being really, really short, and they're quite fun though. And that's in the Guild Room in Peel Methodist Church in Peel. And the last one is Kiaull Guild, which is a music and Manx session from 4:30 till 6:30 at the Black Dog Oven in Peel, and that's an opportunity to bring your instrument or voice for some tunes or songs, or just come along for a chat on Skilg in Manx. So that's the whole programme. To find more, pick up a penguin around the island, and you can also find the digital copy online, as I say, learnmanx.com/Cooish, spelled Cooish.
And I will be coming back to the Cooish programme over the course of the next couple of weeks, just to remind you about some of the things that are happening. Well, Gurumai Morid, Ruth, Bobby Bob is waiting, poised in the Studio 1 to give us cre'n Gael. And I thought we would leave you, the listener, with, what's her name? O'Connor.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. Eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing, I said nothing can take away these blues, 'cause nothing compares to you. Been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? Put my arms around backyard.